Hello and good afternoon, I'm Neil, and today's car is the BMW 330D. This is an M Sport version. It's a four-door saloon, 184 brake horsepower, 5-speed manual with 161,500 on it. So just run in, ready for work, not much mileage for one of these. Current MOT is until September 2015. There is a good service history. It's had a new turbo back, I think, in 2010 at 1,200 quid's worth. There are receipts and bills, and the service history follows in the middle of this little video clip. So if you're looking for a relatively inexpensive four-door saloon, which is a really nice piece of engineered kit, was probably about £27,000 new or something like that, I would imagine, then you're looking in the right place. So bear with me then, I'll walk you around this car. It obviously big straight 6 3-litre diesel. It does have rear parking sensors. Alas, they're not working, they're beeping in a sort of an error fashion. I've driven it for around about 30 miles and it starts on the button. It drives very well. I've enjoyed the little cruising around I've had in it, and it's pretty straight and tidy. This side's not too bad at all. There is a little bit of bubbling on this very edge of this wheel arch. The front lenses are all okay. There's a few minor marks to the rear, the front valance there. This wheel arch has got a bit of bubbling up, a little bit more severe than the other side, but that's about the main extent of any cosmetic damage to the exterior of this one. The wheels are all a bit scuffed up, but they could clean up a bit better than what I've done. But they will, if you really want to put some detailing into it, you could give this thing a really good polish up, get some of the tar spots off it and that sort of thing. But the bumpers are all sitting nice and straight, and it looks a pretty true and decent car. Okay, so let's run around the tyres. We have got, looks like it's a 17-inch tyre on here, I should imagine. Where is the size? It's just in the grass somewhere, but let's just tell you the tyre wear on that. It's actually not bad at all. It's about 70% to go. This front here is about 70% to go as well. And again, there's some curbing to the alloy. A little bit of water in the lens there, but the indicators are working fine. The screen clears well, and the screen is good. This tyre here, again about 70% to go, so they're all pretty good. It's their 225 40 18s actually, so you're on 18 wheels with M Sport badges on there. Colour coordinated wing mirrors, and this one, last but not least, is about 80% to go, so 255 35 ZR18 on the back there. In the boot space, I've just washed this off, so there may be a bit of water in the boot here. There's a CD player. I haven't checked it, but I assume it works. The twin lights are working in the back here. There's a spare in the back. There is the toolkit with the locking wheel nut, which I've checked over. Let's just have a look there, I'll show you that. There's your locking wheel nut. Pop him in his little slot. You don't want to lose that, it's pretty important, but there's all the kit there. Even the torches in the glove compartment, and that all works fine as well, so that's not even been robbed. Little rear lip spoiler on the back. Okay, so that's about the exterior. All the brakes are good. The airbag light is on, but that is just the passenger seat occupancy sensor, and you can buy a little blanking doodah for that for about £7, which I've done, and it should be here in the should be here tomorrow actually, and then I'll just whip it down to the garage and get the airbag light set off. So that's about the only detrimental thing on the dash. The roof's all good. There is only one key. So let's go and have a look at the service history a moment. Okay, welcome to the document section then for this BMW. First of all, we've got the V5. It shows the previous keepers are 2 plus 1, so 3 owners in total. It's a 330D Sport 4-door saloon diesel car, 2926cc, 178 grams per kilometre of CO2 output. So V5's there. The MOT is current until September the 11th, 2015. There are two advisories: rear coil spring and play-in steering rack. The others written in Welsh, so just two minor things there. There's an interesting receipt there where he bought it in 2008 at 10,495 quid. There are a load of old MOTs here, so lots of history there dating back 2008 or so. And then we've got some bills here, mainly for tyres and things, so I'll just skip through. This was a bill down in 2014 for 2 rear shock absorbers, near side GM, don't know what that is, 195 quid. That was 2014. Tyres, tyres and balance. More tyres. Here's a biggish one, £497 back in 2012, late 2012 September. New discs and pads fitted, new discs and pads on the rear as well, wear sensor, and a headlamp adjuster. That's £497 done in September 2012, as I said. 72 quid there on a Pirelli tyre. Another tyre, 72 quid on another tyre. £363 spent in 2013, again September. MOT, front D-link bushes, an arm, a headlight adjustment, and an offside window regulator, offside front window regulator. Another one here, 117 quid, done in 2013 October. Hub bearing link arm, 72 quid, that'd be just tyres and exhaust again. More tyres. Now there is a particularly decent sized bill here, £106 for an engine breather and engine oil. £466 back in, let's have a look, 91,000 miles, 2010, April. Cam cover, gasket, air filter, oil filter, sump washer, engine oil injector seals, £466. So there's some money spent on it. This is a particularly chunky bill back in 2010, April, £893 of turbo engineering. And have I missed a bill for that? I think that's the one actually. There we go. Fit new turbo supplied by customer, which is that there. So there was nearly £1,400 spent on the turbo replacement. More tyres. I don't know what that is. 40 quid. Just one key with the car, I'm afraid, but I would say that substantiates a decent service history, well looked after, and I've driven it for about 10 miles and it drives fine. There we go, back to the car. So the central locking all works well on the key. I've tried to code the key on the remote locking bit, but it doesn't seem to want to know, but someone with a bit more information or whatever might be able to get it to work. I wouldn't have thought it was much to do. So we've got the M logo on the kick plates there. The rear seats are in pretty good order. There's a lap belt and 2 inertia reels with a centre armrest and 2 headrests. Working lights in the back. This nice carbon fibre effect. The door cards are in pretty good order as well. But yes, that's all pretty okay in the back there. So moving up the front, as you'd expect with a car of this age, 12, 13, 14 years old, unfortunately the driver's seat's seen better days. Now, I'm no expert with a cloth or a needle and thread, but I'm sure an hour's worth of perseverance with a bit of cloth and thread, you could easily tidy that up to make it a much more suitable looking thing. The pedal rubbers are in good order, the clutch is good, the steering wheel again has had a little bit of wear, and I've just bound a little bit of fabric tape over it just to tidy that up. A little bit of wear to the carbon fibre effect on the door, but once you're in, it's actually a very pleasant place to sit. It's got the sport seats, obviously, you know, these little squabs up moving forwards and backwards. There's some service history which you've seen in the little part just before this. And as I said, the windscreen's all good. It looks like it's got auto wipers and auto dipping rear view mirror. It's got cruise control, which works. It's got air conditioning, which blows nice and cold. You can hear the compressor click in and it blows nice and cold. The gear knob's seen a little bit of wear as well. All the electric windows work. That little flap won't stay shut, but that one does. Steering wheel, as I say, just a little bit of wear. It actually feels quite nice and chunky. Looks like its service has never been put out, but that's in no great shape. So I've checked the oil and the coolant, and that's all good. Temperature gauge sits at half, and that's fine. As I say, that's the airbag light on, which I've coded, and it appears that the seat occupancy sensor, which is in there, which is a common problem with BMWs, I've had it many times, essentially goes duff, and you just need to put a little sensor blocker on the bottom. It's dead easy. That's the cigarette lighter. It doesn't look like it's ever been used, or very, very lightly. And as I say, the fan heater and the aircon all works nicely. The selection works good. This is showing 45.3 mpg, which is an excellent figure for a big, heavy, well, I shouldn't say it's big, but it's a medium-sized car, but with a big, lumpy engine in it. You'd expect that to be a lot lower, and that's a very good figure for a performance car like this. You can hear the turbo chirp and all the rest of it, and it makes a little boost noise as it changes gear and you dip the clutch. can see all the windows are working fine. No rear washer on this, obviously, because it's a saloon. Excuse me. Electric mirrors are working fine. This is just to let you know what it's all about, really, just so you don't end up coming under false pretences. And the clutch, as I say, bites nicely in the right point. The car drives with a minor amount of wear in it, but it's nothing too excessive. Auto lights on there as well. But an all in all, nice, pleasant place to be. It's actually pretty bright and tidy. And for the couple of grand I'm after this car for, which I think is worth every penny of it, is a nice machine. They're all out there at about 3s plus, and this one, with a little bit of work, would make a tidy car. But then again, I don't think anybody was that fussed about it. I just think you just get on and use this and treat it like a tool. And no cam belt, just a timing chain on there as well. The front fogs work on it as well. I'm not sure about the headlight washers, I haven't tried them. Don't think it's got xenon headlights. I can imagine it would have xenons. I'll just double check that for you. Put them on. Let's bang them on there. Put the rear and the front fog on as well. No xenons, but all that's working at the front. I stuck a new number plate on the rear because the other one was discoloured. Looked a bit horrible. So there she is, in a 330D manual, 184 brake, ready to go, and at a couple of grand, excellent value for money in my opinion. It is as it is, and that's about it really. All I can say is 30-40 miles of driving, and it's started on the button and driven very nicely. Main dealer part exchange this was.